I bet you're wondering, how does a smart guy like me get himself in such a predicament? Well, it starts a little ways back. I know what you're thinking. A smart, intelligent, charming, handsome man like myself could ever fall, no pun intended, for one of the most cliche ways of dying in Elden Ring. Well, I did. But first, let's start from the beginning. Yeah, so I never came in on this castle before. And I came in, there's these two guys here. And I'm like, well, they look like Gankers to me. So I started the fight. And they got that fucking bubble on, so that means you can hit them like 5 times, 6, 7 times without them taking any damage. So I pull out the cannon, and my strategy here is I had noticed one of those octopuses down on the beach. So I'm trying to. I knew I couldn't take them out in the castle. They were just flank me and get me, so I'm trying to lure them off the castle. But they're staying up there. They're not wanting to come down. But I think what ends up happening is one of them falls off. See, I keep trying to nail them with the cannon. I finally got one. Dink. And I keep going here. But eventually, one either falls off or he grows some balls and comes down. And I'm looking around because that's the thing when you're fighting Gankers. As soon as you only see one, like I've said many times, the other one's coming up behind you. So I realize something's going on because I can only see one. That's when my spidey sense goes off. So I'm looking around. Take the can out. There he is, right there. See? Off to the left. So I light him up. Send my skulls. The sacred sword. But in the back of my mind, the whole time, excuse me, is I'm thinking that other guy's going to come down. The host is going to come down. So I can't turn my back on the castle for too long. And sure enough, the host, he's still shooting from the castle. So I'm just trying to get a read on them. Trying to figure it out. So I don't think the host is down here yet. But as soon as you think something in Elden Ring, guess what? You're wrong. Look at that. Oh no, that's not the host yet. Or yeah, that is the host. Is it? But here's my chance. I lure him down. All the way down here, all the way down to the beach. And there's my friend, the octopusy. Guy I've been looking for. But now I'm a little wary because those fucking arrows, those magic arrows, man, they eat up HP. Well, he didn't get me the full hit on that, so thank God. But I'm trying to get them to activate that octopusy, and they do. And I was wondering to myself, can I stay auto-locked on him and my things go right through that octopus? Couldn't tell at the time. But look at this. I just keep lighting them up. Like I said, cheese be the cheese. And look at that. Fucking dead. How do you like that? Host vanquished. You're going to be seeing that a lot in this video. Alright, so I come in here. Got my envoy. I love that horn. It's deadly. It's got such a reach. It's got a length to it. Hits like a truck. And those magic bubbles, they are deadly. So yeah, so I seen the invader. And at first I'm like, what's going on, Fight Club? And then he nails me with an arrow. I'm like, oh, okay. I see how it is. Let's get it on. So I'm still playing calm. I'm like, okay, you hit me with an arrow. I'm not forgetting that. I don't forget. Look, I nail him with the demons there. 3 demons popped out. Now they're pissy. Here comes the host. Little punk. Look at him. He's got his bubble on. He's got his friend shooting magic from up on the cliff. Look at this. And right there, he stabbed me in the back with that spear. Ugh. I'm like, I am gonna kill you. Just straight up. I'm like, you like spears? I just happen to have my lance on. Watch what I do to this little punk. I light him up. But I noticed, watch this. Look, I gave him the sacred flame and nailed him with the hyper skill. It's great. But I noticed this host, he's not as, I don't know what to put it, aggressive or as good or as bold as he was when he had his friend up on the cliff. And the other invader took out his friend. And he does the, oh no, my friend died emoji. I'm like, yeah, well, you're going to join him, so don't be too sad. You both are going to be dead. I thought he was going to come right in at me, but he runs away. He runs up to the top here. And I see the invader off to the side just sitting there. I'm like, okay, what's going on here now? How come the invader has stopped? I'm like, are you going to attack me? Because you don't know. So I come up. I said, I'm not done with this host yet. And he does the like, oh, please, mercy, mercy. I'm like, no fucking mercy from me, you fucking punk. None. Zero. It was all fine and dandy when you had your friend here. You thought you two could just kill me quickly. Look. He went up there to get a hunter. So what he's probably trying to do here is just prolong, just wait it out until his hunter gets in, so he can gank again. Pathetic. Look at him. Oh no, bullshit. I give him no mercy. Gankers get no mercy. Man, he just keeps backing up. Oh, like, good. Don't fight. Eventually I'm gonna kill you. So you might as well fight. But I think the other invader, the hunter did come in. And the other invader's like, no. You're not gonna gank this guy. This guy's has a fight on his hands and you're not gonna gank him. So the other invader went over, helping me out. Eventually. So look, I just keep spamming the skulls on this punk. There's nothing really you can do once you... Look, he was trying to wrap it around himself, but that didn't work for him. Because eventually, you can only do that for so long. And I didn't care. I just kept the things on him, kept the skulls on him. Eventually, I got him. I just missed him there. The other invader came in and just stabbed him right in the back. Host vanquished. Great job, other invader. Good job, buddy. And that's how you do it. Okay, so I come in, I'm just checking things out. Might be a fight club, might not be. And I'm looking here, I'm like, are they? I think they're ganking that guy. I'm like, well, can't have that now, can we? Like, oh, he ran right past me. So he's probably got to heal up once. Oh, these fucking dual dual spears and all that, anything of those dual pokey weapons, are, man, they're deadly, man. So we're taking it to the streets here. We're fighting hard. He got rid of one guy. I love when the gankers, it's their turn to get ganked. Oh, I love it. Look at this. Disconnect. Look, this guy's like, disconnect that. Yeah, look at that. He was being ganked. And look, he got both of them. Good for him. Another point down. Okay, well, come in here. Looking around, looking at them. I wave. You know, it might be a fight club. I always give them a chance. Like, I enjoy a good fight club. You get to try out new weapons and stuff. Although sometimes you end up looking dumb. Because you're trying new weapons and you're not good with them yet. But I noticed this guy, he's doing my thing. He was like shooting shooting arrows from him from a distance. I'm like, did they gank you before? Is this why he's mad? Because that's usually why I do it. So I'm like, yeah, I'm on board. I'm going to trust his judgment. So I pull out my cannon. So off here. Usually that would set them on their ass. Just there. There, I got them. But this invader, he had run. Look, he takes off. He had taken off, and he's down there. I'm like, geez, man. We got to coordinate. We got to partner up. So you're always thinking about the other invader. You're watching his hit points, how much he's got left. If he's fighting one guy off to the side and he's losing, well, get your ass over there and help him out. You know, take the heat off him. Sometimes you just distract one of them. If the other guy's good, you go, okay. You get the vibe. You get a vibe of people's play, how they play, and if they're rolling good, and rolling through shit, and how they're dressed. Like, it all adds up to a conclusion. And so I'm distracting this guy. And we do a pretty good job here. The other invader, because they do it too. The gankers will notice that as well of their buddies. If their buddy's in trouble, they'll turn around and stop fighting you and run to their friend's aid. And that's what us invaders have to do as well. Look at this. If he had to run in, he probably would have got me. But maybe he didn't run in because his health was low. But look at that. I nailed him. He's gone. Look at that. We cleaned them out. And the invaders do a happy wave to each other. Just how it should be. And then I decided to take the time to go on a little stroll with the tree sentinel. Look at him. So nice and shiny. Yeah, I invaded in here. And no one's around. No one's here. Just this guy and his horse. So I'm like, oh, I'll walk with you for a bit. I must have walked with him for 5 minutes. And all of a sudden the guy disconnected. But it was a nice walk. So I come in, you know, I wave. I go, what's your story, man? What's going on? You know, I do the twirl, universal sign of, hey, I'm cool. But then I see the hunter. And I'm like, oh, okay. So since my location, I was over on the cliff here. See, and there's the hunter. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to be able to take them. So I decided to take them over to the rats. To the hunter's standing here. He comes down. Is that a second hunter? I'm not sure. But the host isn't coming down. It's just the individual hunter. But you never know when the host is going to show up. So you got to play. I know it looks It looks bad the way you play, but you have to. Anyway, a guy at my skill level has to. Look at Kaminazua. See, look, he can knock me out quick. So I'm dragging him over for a... I'm trying to lure him into a trap here. And I light him up. Look at this guy. He didn't know I was going to hit him when he came in here. Look at him lagging. He must have pushed his button. Fucking lagger. But he didn't lag those dogs. You know what he gets? I wanted to do point down. I didn't have it on, so I had to do a stupid wave. So he's gone. Like, I'm all the way back. So it's still, I haven't forgot. That guy brought in a hunter. Look, he's got another hunter there. But I'm still giving him a chance. What a nice guy I am. Look at me, I'm waving. I'm like, what's happening? I'm cool. I'll do Fight Club. Hunter's not attacking me, so I switch out my sacred sword. And as soon as I do, look at this. He tries to bum rush me with some lightning shit. I'm like, okay, let's go. Let's do it up. They nailed me from up on the cliff. Oh man. Panic roll is your friend. So I'm trying to put some trees in between me and them. Why I threw that, I don't know. You have so many things equipped that you mess up. But then I noticed the invader is helping me. I'm like, okay, now you finally got your head screwed on straight. Don't stand back and watch your fellow invader get ganked. Look at these guys. Fucking manges. What am I talking about? Look at me. I guess I mange it up pretty good too. But everybody's spamming everything. That's the name of the game in Elden Ring. Spam, spam, spam. It's like that Monty Python skit. Spamming eggs, spamming ham, spamming bread, spamming this. New spam, old spam. It's a good skit. So the fight goes on and continues. Oh look, this guy's, I think he's cosplaying as a Knight Rider. Oh yeah, this guy. I invaded in after this, and some of these new players, they just don't know. That's the thing, they just don't know. They think they just attack everybody. They kind of get what a fight club is, but they don't. They have the ability to call in a hunter, so they do. They don't think about what happens when they call in a hunter. If you call in a hunter, I'm going to assume I'm being ganked. Some people go, oh, I just called in a hunter for the fight club. Well, how are we supposed to know that? You gotta make it clear that it's a fight club. How you do that is you wave, maybe you sit down and don't move when I approach, and that tells me, hey, this guy obviously is not wanting to fight. Make it clear. But they don't make it clear, or they don't even want to fight club, or they kind of fight club. I texted this guy after our second encounter. Look, you deserve that. Because you started it. So you get the point down. And I said, hey, no healing during duels, because I think we were having a duel. And I said, no healing during duel. And the guy said, oh, okay. I'm like, okay, great. And I said, also, don't let people stand in the fight area. You're the host. You can control your area. And he said okay again. I'm like, oh, okay, like, I just didn't get where that guy was coming from. Oh, look at that. What was that? That was cool. Big spray of flame. This guy's getting ganked, and so I'm on board to... I'm always on board to fight. That's the thing about the open world. You know, as much as I poo-poo this and poo-poo that, I like the chaos of it. I just disagree with some of their tactics, that's all. You know, there's a good way to gank and a bad way to gank. You know, if you gank someone, clap for them if you put up a good fight. Even if I'm ganked bad, like with overpowered spells, if the gankers come up and go, you know, do the clap emoji, I'm like, okay. I don't feel so bad. But it's when they come up and point down and teabag you, it's like, geez, insult upon insult. It's like rubbing salt in the wound. Oh, man. But I like this fight here. Look, I'm trying to tell this guy, look, just stop. If you were a fight club, look, I'm willing to back off. I'm willing to stop and just do the fight club, but he's not listening. And like I said, it's all in perspective. They might have had the last 3 invaders come in that were hot dogs and killed them 3 times in a row. And then I come in, they might think I'm going to do the same thing. So you got to see it from the ganker's perspective, but don't get me wrong, they're still straight up gankers, and I hate them with a passion. See, I put that arrow there because if you notice up my compass, when I'm down the swamp, I have all the markers there to tell me where the AI enemy are that can help me out. And my number 1 marker is at the top of the swamp, where those guys that spew the poison, and those guys really helped me out. So I was trying to lure them up there. I thought it was just going to be me against these 2, but another invader came in. I was like, tickety-boo, let's get him. See, and I can't use my sacred sword when another invader is in, because I don't want to take him out either. I don't want to take away his HP. So if I got a ganker clear and free that I can use the sacred on him, I do. Look, we got them both. Boy, oh boy. What a difference it makes when you have a teammate. Yeah, baby. There you go. And another invasion. And I noticed that the host was just like looking off into the distance. You know, looked like he was contemplating life. But I went up to act smart, like look out over the lake. And his friend came up and fucking land-based me and then pulls out the rivers of blood. I'm like, oh God, how many? Just take off, man. Just take off, Wild. Get your ass out of Dodge. Because I don't know how many there is. So I'm like, well, guess I got to take him up to the giant troll up here. Do what I do. But then I noticed another bloody finger came in. So I'm like, oh, well, now it's on. So I got to run down. I got to help him out. I'm like, just hang on, man. Just hang on. I'm almost there. And they would have took him out lickety split, especially with that guy, the rivers of blood. But look, I made one of them back off. And there he is. Look at that. Ugh. Have some pride. Everybody that has that weapon should just discard it. Don't even keep it in inventory. Just discard it. Just get rid of it. Take the onus on yourself. Look. And there is no... Look, both of them rivers of blood. Cheap. Die. So I ended up taking out his friend with the lightning strike. I didn't even know that was me. But anyway, I got him. So now it's time for this host ganker to be on the run. to do the panic rolls. Look at him. And you know what? I feel kind of bad about the way you have to fight gankers, but not so bad that I'm not going to do it, because they do it to me. You know, it's just come down in PvP to whoever is not dead at the end. How you get there does not matter. It does not matter. In duels, absolutely. You know, I play totally different in duels. But when it comes to these freaking gankers, man, I've just had enough. Like, for every one I win, there's maybe 3, 4, 5 times I lose the gankers. And so when I do get a win on gankers, it's sublime, man. It's sublime. It's lovely, wonderful. I love it. Like it a lot. But making his last stand. Yeah, you make your last stand. Light him up. Look at that. Yeah, you die. Host vanquished. Yeah, you give them the point down, brother. They thought they had you, didn't they? Yep. Little Twilight invasion here. Come in, checking it out. Assessing situation. Assessing. See one guy standing. I'm like, okay, well, is he just doing duels? I'll do the wave, you know. Try to let him know I'm okay. I'll just do duels. I'm like, great. Get rid of that freaking sacred sword. I hate it so much. I'm like, is it going to be just a duel? I'm fine with that. Let's do the proper etiquette. Let me switch out from my cheesy gank killing weapons. I love that Night Halberd. It's got the reach, and it hits with a wallop, and it's fast. It's amazingly fast for the weight of the weapon. It's a great halberd. So me and this guy, we get it on. And he's got the katana, which kudos to him. He's only he's dual handing it. And you gotta watch these katanas because they got the reach, and they can definitely give the damage. But I noticed when he hit me there, he didn't take much HP from me, so that emboldened me a little bit. I'm like, okay, kudos for you, buddy, for not having that overpowered or anything, but man, I show him no mercy, man. And I switch back to the death poker, and he comes at me and whack right in there. Just good timing on my part, bad timing on his. And that's the way it goes in Elden Ring. So that was a good duel, especially when I win. I give him the bow. But of course, who comes running in, shaking his dick? Fucking bull goat. You know, he just couldn't let a good time be had. You know, he could have came over and bowed too. Me and him could have had a proper duel, but no. He comes in for the bum rush. I don't know what he's thinking. Oh, you killed my friend. I'm gonna kill you now. Whatever. So anyway, I'm just trying to just hold off a little bit, because you know, he got me on my back heels, and it's not good to let your opponent dictate the pace of the fight, which I'm letting him do here, and I shouldn't be doing that. Look, I just keep backing up, but I'm trying to just get things straight. But I seem to straighten him out a little bit here. And since he bum rushed me, I would normally have backed off and let him kill that soldier, but no, you get no respect because he bum rushed me. So, and you're wearing bull goat, which is one of my big pet peeves. And he's got the quick step. So I'm just trying to Just like, God, he's just straight on me. Trying to figure it out. But look, I give him a little taste of it. And so, to get back to how this video started. How did I get in this predicament? It's because I'm stupid. I fell off a cliff in the middle of a fight. Thank you for watching.